Have you ever wondered why Vatican City, the smallest country in the world, even exists? Why is this tiny, independent nation nestled right in the heart of Rome, the capital of Italy? The answer lies in a bitter, 60-year-long standoff known as the Roman Question, a dispute that finally ended with a groundbreaking agreement, the Lateran Treaty of 1929. Let's dive into the story of how the Vatican was born. For centuries, before Italy became the country we know today, the Pope wasn't just a spiritual leader. He was a king, ruling over a large territory called the Papal States that cut right through central Italy. But in the 19th century, a powerful wave of nationalism swept the peninsula. The Italian people wanted one unified nation under one flag. As the new Kingdom of Italy expanded, it gradually absorbed the Papal States. The final piece of the puzzle was Rome itself. In 1870, Italian troops marched into the city, completing the unification and effectively ending the Pope's temporal power. Pope Pius IX was furious. He saw this as an unjust seizure of the Church's rightful land. He refused any financial settlement offered by the Italian government and, in a dramatic act of protest, declared himself a prisoner in the Vatican. He and his successors refused to set foot outside the Vatican walls for nearly 60 years. This created an incredibly awkward situation. The leader of the global Catholic Church was essentially a self-imposed captive within a city that no longer recognized his authority. This Roman Question was a major embarrassment for Italy and a logistical nightmare for the Holy See, which struggled to conduct its international affairs. By the early 20th century, both sides were tired of the stalemate. The Church needed a recognized independent base to carry out its global mission without being subject to Italian politics. Italy, on the other hand, wanted to heal the deep division with its massive Catholic population and finally achieve true national unity. The perfect, if unlikely, opportunity for a deal arose with the rise of Benito Mussolini. Mussolini, though not religious himself, was a sharp political operator. He saw that by solving the Roman Question, he could win immense popular support and gain the backing of the powerful Catholic Church for his fascist regime. For the Church, Mussolini's strong authoritarian government offered something previous. Weaker administrations couldn't: the power to enforce a lasting agreement. After years of secret negotiations, the two sides were finally ready to make history. On February 11, 1929, at the Lateran Palace in Rome, the game-changing Lateran Treaty was signed. It was a comprehensive three-part agreement. First, the political treaty officially recognized the Holy See's full sovereignty and created the Vatican City state. The Pope was once again a temporal ruler, but now over a tiny symbolic territory of just 0.44 square kilometers, guaranteeing his political independence forever. Second, a Concordat regulated the relationship between the Church and Italy. Catholicism was made the state religion, religious marriages were recognized by the state, and Catholic education became mandatory in public schools. Finally, a financial convention compensated the Holy See for the loss of the Papal States back in 1870, providing a large sum of money and bonds to ensure the new microstate could support itself. The Lateran Treaty instantly resolved the 60-year-long Roman Question. It created the independent Vatican City we know today, complete with its own government, laws, flag, and diplomatic corps. This tiny nation, born from a century of conflict, now wields immense spiritual and diplomatic influence across the globe, all thanks to the historic compromise that finally brought peace between a pope and a king. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this piece of history as fascinating as I do, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories that shaped our world. See you next time.